Tudják, hogy 3 kategóriában adjuk át a Családbarát Vállalat díjat, kisvállalat, közepes vállalat és nagyvállalat kategóriában. Itt vannak velünk online mindazok, akik tavaly nyerték ezt a 3 kategóriát. A City vezérigazgatója Veronika Spanarova és Kevin A. Murray, a kelet-európai régió vezetője, tehát mindketten a City-től. Itt van velünk a Commerzbank ZRT vezérigazgatója Andreas Schwung, és itt van velünk a McCann Budapest ügyvezetője Kubicskó András is. Szép jó estét mindenkinek, good evening!
Good evening. Last year you won the main prize and became the family-friendly company of the year. My question is, what reactions and feedbacks did you get from your colleagues, from your employees or your partners? Please, Mr. Murray.
Well, thank you for this. It's a great opportunity to come back and address this great organization again. But first, let me say that we were extremely proud to receive this award in the large company category for family activities. Hungary's award focused on 6 key initiatives: the Summer in the City on-site childcare program, which we've been running for about 5 years, the Bring Your Child to Work Day, and the Bring Your Parents to Work Day, both of which, at my age, you can confuse the two given the youthfulness of these parents. The maternity coordinator, who actively connects with parents on leave, the employee assistance program, which is available 24/7 for colleagues and their families for any question they may have where professional support is needed. And last but not least, the parent toolkit, in which our colleagues provide training to parents on safe internet usage for children. The positive feedback after receiving the award has reinforced our desire to continue to look for ways to improve our family-friendly environment for our current and future employees and their families. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Schwung?
Yeah, also good evening from Commerzbank, and thank you for having us again here in this format, Anneke, and to our participants. From our side, I can say that it was to all components of an award very positive. Gratitude in the teams and a high recognition, so all over very positive. And why is that? Because Commerzbank has a very broad social culture and focus on people, not only on group level, and those examples were also activities which we did in Hungary, like women in management, focus on fathers, a lot of diversity groups, group activities, but also very specific local programs, children days, and we do programs, also support programs of a foster home, for example, together with our staff. So that those activities were running, and getting the award was not only a recognition and the cream on top of the activities, because you don't do this for an award, you do this basically for your own activities and for the interest of the team. So internally, it was from all received very well. And it was a big motivational part. So in that sense, one more time, thank you to you. Externally, I can say that we got, with this publicity of this award, a lot of attention, positive feedback from clients, external stakeholders, reliable employer profile increase. So we did win in a lot of areas in our social responsibility programs, but also in our profile. So in that sense, thank you very much one more time.
Thank you. András?
Good evening, sziasztok. Thank you for having me. You heard me saying this before. So this award has immediately become a source of pride for us, because it recognizes who we are and not what we do. And that's what gave the team a huge thrive. It was very interesting to see them, getting energized even more than usually when we get any other industry recognition. We also proudly wore the award on any kind of media that we had, and also gained some publicity, and more importantly, our recruitment has gained some traction through this award, and people on the market came to us because of this new news about us.
Thank you very much. Please tell us some details about this year. What happened with your company this very hard year?
Mr.
Veronica.
Oh, hi. Good evening, everybody, and it's great to be here. Yes, this year has been different and difficult and challenging in many ways, and balancing the work and the family life has been one of the very important and the crucial aspects. Just to put things into context, here in Hungary we have close to 2,500 colleagues from more than 60 different nationalities and very diverse backgrounds and family situations. Could be families with children, families taking care of the parents, of relatives, of older people. So it came all into kind of balancing all the initiatives which we have with this situation. I would mention two kind of pillars which we have been maintaining during this year. First is, and Kevin was mentioning many of our initiatives. We have 9 networks and the affinity groups, and they have continued to be active in engaging the colleagues into kind of after work also activities. We could not do everything in person, unfortunately, but we try to continue in the on the online space. It could be something work related. We had lessons on the how to cope with the changed environment, working from home. Very popular panel discussion before the beginning of the school year, how to basically change because the kids have been out of the school for several months, and also leisure activities like yoga, cooking together, something keep people together. The second aspect is much more detailed and granular, but equally important. And this is the focus on the team leaders and the people managers. Because employing more than 2,000 people, we cannot possibly encompass individually everyone every day. But that was the focus of the leaders of the smaller teams who know very well all their people, their family situations, how they needed help, how they needed to be individualized in the approach. And this is the second pillar which we have been taking a lot of energy and a lot of investment into. We know that the situation has been here for some time. Unfortunately, looks like it will continue. So one important aspect is the persistence and the continuous energy, how we have to invest into bringing people together and keep their engagement, because this is what we feel very strongly about and continue under these circumstances also.
Thank you very much. Andreas, please, about this year.
Yeah, 2020, as we all know, is completely different. So the programs and the motivation we are having, we carried into the new year, but the agenda rapidly changed. Obviously, end of February, beginning of March. In the middle of March, we started our split operations with home office, and that brought completely new challenges, and we had to organize ourselves and the teams on the run, so to speak. So I remember these first weeks, and we had in our business continuity management the focus, and we are in an industry which needed to perform stable operations, but at the same moment, we had a large part of the people in the home office, for us and for them, a completely new environment. So the focus was to accommodate them technically, to give them much more attention, and also support them in the day-to-day situation. As you all remember, and we heard it before, the situation at home was also new. They had to work at home. At the same moment, the families with school downs, homeschooling were put additional stress on the agenda, and we accommodated and were very, very flexible. And that was what our colleagues were very grateful for. We gave them flexibility, and we added very fast also structure to it in additional meetings, in additional formats. We added online specifically to keep really in touch with them. And with that, we carried through the first part of the wave. In the second part now, we added a component where we, since we all know what we are heading into, the technical changes and the communication changes are addressed. We adding now, and we do this at the moment, taking care of the colleagues now on the emotional and social side to deal with the stress of the home office situation, and to how to stay in touch, to support our managers to deal with the communication challenges for now a longer second wave. So in that sense, we as a crew, and that was one of the positive results, could build on the culture we had before, taking care of each other, and made us even stronger for now. So in that sense, we are entering into 2021.
Thank you very much. András.
As a family-friendly company, it kind of became a organizing principle for us to live the values or live this principle. And every action we centered around this thought of protecting our family, our colleagues' families, their existential and physical health, and where our focus was within this, beyond the usual that my colleagues already mentioned, and what everybody knows, is that we wanted to include and involve everyone into our decisions from bottom up, regardless of what title or business card any person had. So we kind of created an open architecture management, extended decision making well beyond the usual leadership, and gave an opportunity for people to voice their concerns. And what it created on the side as a positive side effect, that it opened channels in between individuals, so they could maintain sharing two-way, three-way, four-way, whatever, multiple ways of communication with each other, stay in touch, and emotionally support each other. So it kind of strengthened the bond even more to a non-pandemic situation. So it kind of increased loyalty and commitment to the cause of surviving together. That's the main takeaway, I guess, is that we learned that together, obviously, we are stronger, and we are there for each other's suffers and happy moments as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. Köszönjük szépen a City vezérigazgatójának, Veronika Spanarovának, Kevin A. Murray úrnak, a kelet-európai régió vezetőjének, a Commerzbank vezérigazgatójának, Andreas Schwungnak, és a McCann Budapest ügyvezetőjének, Kubicskó Andrásnak. Köszönjük, hogy velünk voltak.